let's talk about you now. Let me ask you something.
Yes,
Another guy from Canada has come and invaded show business here in the United States.
With an acerbic wit.
So many funny guys come out of Canada. What is it about Canada that produces all these comedians? What do you think it is?
I don't know, because when I'm in Canada, no one's funny.
You think it's the long, dark, cold winters? You just had to find something to laugh about?
We don't have dark winters. We don't live in the Arctic Circle.
But they're long, aren't they?
They're long and cold, and they're cold.
And really cold.
Yeah, they're cold.
So when you're a kid up in Canada...
I don't want to put too fine a point on it, but they're cold.
Yeah.
You said this is the coldest you've ever been. You're Canadian, so are you okay with this?
I've been colder than this. I've been colder than a vampire's...
Go on.
That's like an 8 a.m. joke.
Yeah, we can do it at 7:19. The stage is yours.
Are you drunk? Because all you did was ride a cooler and you're sweating.
I am. Well, it's hot as it's hotter than a $2 pistol.
Well, he's got like 12 layers on.
I thought it was going to be really cold.
When you're from Canada, this should be springtime for you.
No, I know I'm from Canada, but I'm still a human being. Like it's not like we evolved differently. I'm from the frozen north.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets colder than a. It gets colder than a.
Here it comes.
Get your finger on the panic button.
No, it gets colder than a vampire's demeanor.
Okay, that's better.
Wow. Surprisingly cerebral.
Well, let me ask you something. Now, I knew you when you started here in L.A., but you're from Canada.
Yeah.
You started in Canada. I did some gigs in Canada, and it's a little different, isn't it?
It's kind of rough there because they got like a lot of people that like hate me.
Oh, well, that could be a disadvantage.
That's rough going in. But it was all like you go to these crazy places like Medicine Hat or Red Deer.
Yeah.
Or I played one place, Head Smashed In, Buffalo Jump. It was a crazy place.
Yeah.
And you know how I got his name? It was a guy, in the old days, the buffalo used to run and open in the plains. It was beautiful, way back in the 70s. And they would run. And so the way they'd catch him is, Jay, they'd dig a hole with a shovel.
Right. Dig a hole. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And then they dig the hole with the shovel, and then the buffalo, they're dumb animals. They just run, and run, and then fall into the hole, right? So one time this Indian dude, a brave, he was digging the hole, and he didn't hear all the buffaloes were already running. And then all the buffaloes fell on his head and smashed it in. So then they called the town Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump. It's a very unwieldy name.
Really unwieldy name. Yeah. And you played gigs there? I mean, what were the audiences like?
They were horrible. Man, they hated my guts.
Yeah.
One time I kissed Relic.
The Beachcombers?
Yeah.
Were you on a ferry or?
No, that Indian guy from the show gave me some bad heroin.
That's not true.
No.
You made that up.
I didn't make that part up, but I did have a long kiss with Relic.
For a show or just party?
Yeah, no, I was supposed to be on the Beachcombers.
Right, that would have been awesome. With Jackson Davies, too?
Yeah. And turns out I was never going to be on the Beachcombers, and I was just going to be in Relic's hotel room.
What, were you in Vancouver?
Yeah, I was in Vancouver, and I'm like, this is going to be the greatest. I'm going to be, I was supposed to be like the new breed of the beachcomber and everything. That's what Relic said.
So this is a next generation beachcomber thing?
Exactly.
Okay.
Beachcomber the next generation. Relic was supposed to be the executive producer, and he'd make occasional appearances. This is what he told me in his hotel room.
Come on. This didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
Okay. I got to read this book. Sean.
Hey, I should put that in the book.
You should. I know there's a couple generations maybe between you two as comedians. Looking at
a couple?
Watching Norm over the years and some of the characters, what's it like being alongside one of the best?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I love Dirty Work, and I love Saturday Night Live. And then I worked with Norm. He was my boss, my first boss in Los Angeles.
Yeah, Sean's awesome, man. Future of comedy. If you show this clip like 10, 20 years from now, you're going to go, who's that old guy talking about, who the hell is Relic?
Oh, I love that
I'll
story.
be like Relic, and he'll be like me, like 20 years, when you look at this in the fall. In Canada, it's different. Like here in the States, you vote for the president, maybe you vote for the wrong guy, a war happens.
Right.
In Canada, it's not like that. You go, like, what's the big thing? Should they make that bridge?
Right, that's the biggest.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. So it's,
It's too much
we're
pressure.
very inconsequential, Canada.
Yeah.
Last time I performed here at the Just for Laughs Gala was 25 years ago, and I did so well, they invited me back. So that was nice. I love Montreal, my God, and call me an eternal optimist, but I really believe in my heart that this is the year that the Expos are finally going to win it all. Montreal, famous for a lot of things, one of them being the greatest strip clubs in all of the world. Yeah. Last night, are you aware of Club Super Sex? Yeah, so last night I went to Club Super Sex. I chose the soup. Big mistake. Hey, big election coming up, and in Canada, this is the difference in elections in America and Canada, is elections in America mean something. You vote for the wrong motherfucker, the world blows up. I don't need that on my hands. Whereas Canada, it's always like, well, what's your view on the bridge? I say keep as it is. I don't think they need to clean that up. That's fine. It was easy when I was young to vote because it was simply, you just didn't vote for the French guy. It couldn't have been an easier choice. As a matter of fact, I almost feel like coming back this fall just as an homage to my late father and not vote for Trudeau. My dad did not like Trudeau. Trudeau was my hero, though. I loved him, And since I've come back, I've been watching the news and everything. I've been seeing Justin, And I thought, by God, this Justin kid, he must be brilliant because his father was Pierre Elliott Trudeau. But then I forgot, he's got a mother. So that's kind of evens everything out. What's also different in American and Canadian elections? In America, you get to vote for the President of the United States, and in Canada, you vote for some motherfucker who lived down the street. In your riding. Whatever the hell that is. So then, that guy, he goes to the House of Parliament, and he's like, oh, wow, this is big. And then the speaker's like, all right, well, what are we going to talk about? Anybody want to bring an issue? And then your guy's like, yeah, our bridge ain't looking too good. The speaker's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I go, no, I'll sit down. Sorry about that, Thank you and good evening. I'm Norm Macdonald, and I could not be more excited to be here. When I was asked to host the Canadian Screen Awards, I called my good friend Chris Rock, and I said to him, I've got some great news, Chris. I'm going to Canada. And he said, I've got some great news, too. I'm hosting the Oscars. What are you doing in Canada? And I said, visiting some family, friends. the usual. We're coming to you live from Toronto, or as you cost-cutting location scouts call it, New York City. Never has there been such an assembly of great Canadian talent in a single location that did not have to be Zamboni'd first. Tonight, the CSAs are being seen in over 50 countries. Isn't that exciting? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Don't, wait. I misread that. 50 counties. And a couple of regional municipalities. We are here to celebrate nominees for their wonderful work in Canadian cinema and television, which is a lot like celebrating the Northern Lights. You probably haven't seen them, but you've heard they're amazing. We have a lot to celebrate in our industry. Amongst the TV shows nominated tonight are Amazing Race Canada, Big Brother Canada, Master Chef Canada. Where do they come up with these ideas? But it's been a wonderful year for Canada. It's been a especially great year for one little guy, one adorable little Canadian youngster who's already accomplished so much. Of course, you know who I'm talking about, Justin Trudeau. Hasn't he had a wonderful year? It's been a busy weekend getting here. We lost an hour. As you know, daylight savings time went into effect last night. I give it 6 months. Well, we're going to start the show, but I was... It hasn't started yet. You didn't know. I saw a wild look of alarm cross your eyes. But I was backstage yesterday, and we were doing rehearsals, and I asked, what is the statuette called? And they said, it's called the Canadian Screen Award. And I said, well, that seems kind of dull. Like, what? That's the name of the award? And they said, well, we've been bandying around different names, but none of, they said in Canada it takes a long time to get stuff done and stuff. But one of them that they said, one of them they mentioned was the Candy. And I think John Candy, I mean, who doesn't love John Candy? So, of course, the statuette should be called the Candies. So what I'm asking you to do is, if you are a presenter, ignore the teleprompter and say, the candy goes to. And if you are lucky enough to win one, go, I want a candy. What do you think of that? Can you go along with that? Excellent. That would make us a better nation. I am not here to upbraid. However, I think I made it quite clear that these awards should be referred to as the Candies. A 9-year-old child knew. Are you so burdened with this preposterous technology? So I would like not to see that again. Backstage I was thinking how different things are since I moved to the United States. Now I'm in the United States. One thing I've noticed about films, I don't like foreign films anymore. They're all like artsy, kind of not my cup of tea. But when I grew up in Ottawa, by God, I loved foreign films. Star Wars, Smokey and the Bandit, do you remember that one? Here to present our next award, the Candy. And this will be the end of my upbraiding, I hope. George St. Kitts and the Candy Band. Who can take a sunrise? Come on, guys. Sprinkle it, but they can't. Well, whatever. Well, our next presenters are political people. And it made me think, because I was just told Cape Breton Island, I don't know if you know this, but they are offering sanctuary to anyone that lives in America after Trump is elected president by a landslide. And I agree with this in principle, but why Cape Breton Island? I mean, can't I just flee to Toronto? Do I have to leave the fucking planet? I mean, I just go to Baffin Island while I'm at it. All right, now, welcome to the stage, 2 Canadian. Oh, the Candies are going great so far, aren't they? I would like to say to Eugene Levy that there's no reason to be ashamed of your son. My son only this morning punched me in the chest really hard. Listen, I have some good news. I just found out that all of you here tonight will be getting a swag bag. Yeah. Just like the Oscars. I haven't seen one yet, but why don't we take a look and see what you're getting? I'm going to call Megan, our golden girl, out. Megan, our golden girl? Hi, Megan. Come on out here. Ah, you brought the swag bag. Yes, can you hold it open? And then I'll take things out of the swag bag. What do we have here? A loose pancake. What else we got here, Megan? We got, oh, this looks cool. It's a CD, you know what they are, of Nelly Furtado singing all the national anthems. Torn from today's headlines. See what else we have. Well, we have this.
And then it's about to go down. We're here to stay and run this town. Bring in the heat, bring in the energy. We're the queens of the festival, can't you see? We're the queens of the festival, here to rule the stage. Dropping beats and make your body engage. From sunrise to sunset, we're taking it all. We're the festival queens standing tall. Ooh, yeah, ooh. From dawn till dusk, we command the crowd's gaze. Every beat, every rhyme sets our souls ablaze. With swagger and style, we own this domain. In the realm of music, we reign supreme, no chain. Feel the rhythm pulsating through your veins. Our verses ignite, fire never wane. With each lyric we spit, each move we make, we carve our legacy, leaving jaws to quake. We're the queens of the festival, here to rule the stage. Dropping beats and make your body engage. From sunrise to sunset, we're taking it all. Festival queen standing tall. Ooh, I get it. Ooh. No crown needed, our all's the crown jewel in the kingdom of sound. We never play the fool with beats as our scepters and rhymes as our decree. We're the sovereigns of rhythm for all to see. So bow down to the queens as we own the night. In the kingdom of music, we're the guiding light. From the first note to the last, we'll always be the festival queens, forever wild and free.
Ah, yes, this. This is a bottle of Eau de John Cherry Cologne. It's for the gentlemen in the audience. Now, what else do we have? Hopefully something a little funnier than the last one. Here. We have a 30-minute massage from producer Robert Lantos. Don't try to go for 50. You only can hit 30. And then what else do we have here? Oh, a curling stone. You know what these are made of? I always took them for granite. Last time I take a joke from Martin Short. All right. Megan, just do some house cleaning here. Having a hand for Megan, our Golden Globe. Natural mistake. All right. Listen, guys. For some reason, I've been told to stretch. So, oh, I've never tried that before. The show's over, folks. Good night. But for the first candies, respect, peace.